Hi guys, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket and in this video we are going to review the positional trades which we had taken earlier. So as you guys know that we had taken positional trades in both Nifty as well as Bank Nifty, and today we actually ended up exiting both the trades and we have taken fresh trades. So we are going to see more about the trades, why exactly did we exit and what is the profit or loss realized, and we have also taken a positional trade for tomorrow's expiry. We have entered a short straddle in Bank Nifty and I'm going to show you that as well. So one lesson what we can take from this trade is that when you have realized most of your realizable profit, so let's say that the max profit you can earn is around 2 lakh and you have already got 1.5 lakh. So what I would like to tell is it is better to take out most of your profits or all of your profits. The reason is because you have already realized 75% of the total realizable profit. So if that is the case, then it is definitely not worth risking 75% of the profits realized for the 25% left. So with that being said, it is good to book when you actually realize most of your profits. And that is what we did today as well. And we are going to see that more in the video. So if you're liking the content on this channel, then definitely hit the like button, share as well as subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Hi guys, welcome to another video by Optionables. So in this video we are going to see the updates on the positional trade of Nifty as well as Bank Nifty which we had already taken. So as you can see here, today we actually ended up booking all our trades in Nifty, and we have also entered next week calendar, that is 26th of August. We have done a short straddle at 16,600 by shorting 2000 quantity of both calls as well as puts, and the same strike we have gone long for 2nd of September contract. So this is the short straddle which we did around 3:15 3:20 p.m. right? So as a reason you can see that there is no much change in M2M. So if I only select these things, so let me just show you that. So if I only select these things, you can see that we have a loss of 4,000 rupees, which means that from the current week options we have a total profit of somewhere close to 2,19,000 rupees. So you might ask me, why exactly did I book this particular profit of 2,19,000 and didn't actually continue to hold, right? Because the plan which we had yesterday was to continue to hold the position or add on more, right? But here I actually ended up booking all the trades. So I'm going to show you exactly why we did that. So here you can see that I have actually opened the yesterday's video from YouTube. And what we can observe here is you can see that if Nifty was ending at 16,650, right, then this particular trade, whatever we had right over here, would have given us a profit of 2.19 lakh. The thing is, I have already actually ended up booking around 2.19 lakh. So the thing is, you might ask, where is the difference coming? So the difference comes because you can see that these two are actually trading at their intrinsic values itself, but this is trading at slightly higher premium. The next week option is trading at slightly higher premium for both puts as well as calls, whereas here you don't have lot of premium to be lost. So what will end up happening is the premium loss by these two options will be offset by the premium gain by these options. So more or less you will end with the same position without actually making any gain. So that's the reason we thought, anyways, if this is what we are supposed to gain tomorrow itself, why just hold this and add on? Rather we will actually exit everything and move on to the next week trade. So this is the reason why we exited everything. So you can see that from this trade we have made a P&L of around 2,19,000. So that's the total positional trade update. So it is quite amazing that in spite of Nifty going 350 points away from our actual short price or short straddle price, so this is well beyond our break even also, with small adjustments and tweaks you are actually able to make a profit of 2,19,000. So next I'll be showing you the updates regarding the Bank Nifty trade. So if I actually close Nifty trades and show only the Bank Nifty trades, all put together we have a total profit of 2,49,000 from Bank Nifty trades, and today alone we made around 92,000. So 2 lakh over there, and if I also add Nifty to that, you can see that positional trades alone have given us a profit of 4,64,000. So now I'm going to tell you what changes we made in Bank Nifty trade. So today morning Bank Nifty actually started coming down quite a lot. So what we started doing is we started treating this as a intraday trade. So rather than treating this as a positional trade, we started treating this as a intraday trade. So now I will show you, and you will have to tell me what adjustments we might have done. So the adjustments what we actually do for this particular thing is slightly different than the intraday trade. So there is nothing called as a stop loss or a counter trade which we take for intraday, because we don't keep any stop loss for positional trade. I'm going to open the chart and give you the scenario so you can just try to guess what adjustments you would have taken if you were in the same scenario. So what happened today was we had done a 36,000 short straddle, that is 36,000 CE as well as PE. And along with this we also had 36,200 short straddle. So it is going to come somewhere over here, so I can't actually show that till I move the entire graph layout, right? So the thing is, as the market started falling, right, you will be in trouble, because the reason is quite obvious, because this 36,200 short straddle has now gone quite far off. So that will actually put you in lot of trouble, right? So as the market started to come down, it's not that you will be going into unlimited loss, because you're perfectly hedged. So even if you don't do any sort of adjustment, the worst case you will end up with is maybe a loss of around 3 lakh or 5 lakh. So that would be the worst case scenario. So that is quite fine if you don't have time to do any sort of adjustment. But when you have time, I think it's better to do some adjustments. So when the market started coming down, so this was already quite far away, what we did is, so you can actually try to pause the video at this particular point. Try to think what exactly you would have done in this situation when the market is at 35,800 and you have done a 36,200 short straddle. So what exactly would you have done in this particular situation? You can pause the video and try to think. So meanwhile, I'm just going to tell what exactly we did, right? So we actually shifted the calls from 36,200 all the way towards 36,000. So this was the first adjustment which we did, that is shifting the call leg from 36,200 towards 36,000, right? So once the Bank Nifty started falling even further, right, so that time we actually started shifting this from 35,900, 800 as well as all the way up till 35,500. So when this particular thing happened, it became more or less like a in the money short strangle. And now what I am telling you now is without considering the hedge legs. So if you obviously consider the hedge legs, you will actually start gaining if the fall continues, because you have already hedged in such a way that it is covering till your break even, and anything goes beyond your break even, you will actually start gaining from your hedge legs. So that was the scenario. And since we had already done lot of adjustments, right, and when we came to a sufficient profit level somewhere around 2 o'clock, what we thought was we didn't have lots to gain from the current week. So we did have another 3 or 4 lakhs to gain from the current week expiry, but the thing is, it's easier to simplify the position and gain that same 3 or 4 lakh instead of having a complicated position. So the thing is, I will just come back to the trading terminal. So we have already booked around 2.5 lakh, and in the best case scenario, if the market actually traded between 36,200 as well as 35,500, we would have made a total profit of another 2 or 3 more lakh. So which means we would have ended with a overall profit of 5.5 to 6.5 lakh, depending on where the market actually ended. But the thing is, it's much easier to simplify this particular position rather than trying to stick on to the same thing and keep on adjusting the position. So then you might ask, what is the position that we have simplified? So we exited all these trades and we have entered new position, which I am actually going to show you on Sensible. So you can see here at this particular place, what we have done is I'll just sort by expiry. So you can see here that we have first done a short straddle at 35,900 CE and PE, right? And along with that, we have done a 35,800 puts and calls. So that is also right over here. That is again 1,200 quantity. And we have done a 36,000 short straddle. So we have basically done 3 short straddles at 35,900. It's easier to put it like that because the payoff graph of 35,800 as well as 36,000 put together is going to be something very similar to 35,900 itself, right? And we have also hedged it with 35,200 as well as we have hedged it with the other hedge is at 36,500. So this is the trade which we are going to carry more or less tomorrow until it comes to a break even, where we are going to try to adjust this trade. Now if I plot this on Sensible, I will tell you how exactly the payoff graph is also going to look. So if you look at this on Sensible, what you can actually end up seeing is we have a profit potential of around 5 lakh with the current trade, right? So you can see that I have done the 35,900 short straddle, 36,000 as well as 35,800, and we also have a max loss of 13 lakh on the downside. So on the upside it's somewhere around 10.8 lakh, but that is only if it actually goes to 36,500 as well as 35,200. So that's where the max loss is, but obviously we are not expecting it to go towards 36,500 tomorrow, and even if it actually starts going towards this level, so we will definitely try to do some sort of adjustment. We won't leave it like this itself. So with that being said, so tomorrow we are expecting the range, depending on or based on open interest, somewhere around 35,500 to 36,200. So that is the range we are expecting, and we are little bullish based on how the last session turned out. Bank Nifty might also open negative, so but we'll see how exactly the trading goes for tomorrow. So the idea still remains to be pretty simple. As long as Bank Nifty trades around 35,700 on the downside to 36,000 on the upside, that is 150 points more up or down, we are not going to do any adjustment. So only if we see these levels being taken out, we will consider doing some sort of adjustments, or we will just book everything based on the situation, right? But if you actually look at the overall P&L, so this is really important to remember, because tomorrow, since most of the positions are booked, so this is actually going to go away. So the P&L is going to give you a completely different figure because most of the positions are already booked, right? So right now we have a P&L of 4,64,000 from the positional trades. So what we have to be doing tomorrow is we will just have to add the tomorrow's M to M to the current P&L, right? So that is all we have to do to get the accurate figure. Most of the strikes here are already booked, and tomorrow P&L is going to give us a completely different number. And the final update is after booking most of the trades, now the cash has been released. You can see that now the margin used is just 1 crore 73 lakh instead of 3 crore 30 lakhs, right? So tomorrow we will again continue taking our normal intraday trades as well. So we didn't take intraday trades from past 2 days because we were fully on positional trades. So that is the update as of now regarding our positional trades. One thing which I would like to tell here is if the position is uncomfortable holding, or in case if you have realized sufficient amount, let's say the total realizable value or the max profit is around 5 lakh and you have already got 3.5-4 lakh, which means only 20% more is left, and it is definitely not worth risking so much for 20% more. So what if the market actually moves and you end up wiping out all your gains, right? So that is something which is really bad, and for 20% or 30% of realizable values, it is definitely not worth risking 70% of the profits what you have got. So with that being said, we come to the end of the video as well. And if you're liking the content on this channel, please do hit the like button, share as well as subscribe. Thank you so much for joining, guys.